Let's begin our historical tour of economic thinking with the first real system of political economy, mercantilism. It dominated Europe from roughly the 15th through the 17th centuries, and understanding it explains a surprising amount about the headlines you read today. Mercantilism rested on a simple, and as we'll see, flawed idea, that a nation's wealth is measured by how much gold and silver it piles up. To accumulate precious metals, a country should maximize its exports and minimize its imports. And here's the crucial assumption. Trade is a zero-sum game. If I win, you must lose. There's a fixed pie, and every nation is fighting for the biggest slice. That assumption had enormous consequences. If trade is economic warfare, then government should intervene aggressively, granting monopolies to favored producers, slapping tariffs on imports, protecting infant industries, and hoarding bullion.
And if foreign markets are a battlefield, the logical next step is to seize markets and raw materials directly. Mercantilism, in other words, was a powerful engine of colonial expansion and interstate conflict. The economist Frédéric Bastiat captured it perfectly. When goods don't cross borders, soldiers will. That economic nationalism helped drive the imperial rivalries that exploded into two world wars. So after 1945, the architects of the post-war order set out to bury mercantilism. They built institutions, the GATT, and later the World Trade Organization, to replace economic nationalism with rules-based free trade. The theory was elegant. Nations woven together by commerce have less reason to fight. The European Union itself was designed partly to bind France and Germany so tightly together that another European war would become unthinkable. But here's the thing about mercantilism. It never really dies. It comes roaring back in every era of crisis and nationalist politics. The America First trade policy, with broad tariffs on China, the EU, and even close allies, draws directly on the old mercantilist assumption that trade is zero-sum. The retaliatory tariffs and supply chain disruptions that followed showed that the mercantilist impulse was never truly defeated, only contained. As of 2026, just how much economic openness democracies can sustain politically has become one of the central questions of our time. So keep mercantilism in mind. Almost everything that follows is, in one way or another, an argument against it.